Welcome back off your candy coma. Happy day after Halloween, 5280 Sports Network. Nate Lundy, Sean Drotar with you for your morning minute on a Tuesday. We know it's Raiders week, but Sean, let's talk about two of the other teams in town on this morning's morning minute. We got plenty of time to get to the Raiders. We got all the way till Sunday night. Let's talk about two of them. First of all, one of them in action last night. The Nuggets, they lose to Toronto. But you and I still continue to feel pretty good about, so far, what this team is doing.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, if you took a look at the Denver Nuggets and thought this is going to be a team competing for the Western Conference Championship, then I don't know what to tell you. That wasn't realistic. What they're looking for is progress and sorting out exactly who they want to keep, who they want to build around, who they might want to trade, who the alpha dogs are, all that kind of stuff. Bad shooting night by more than a few Nuggets players. That's kind of what doomed them. They actually had Toronto in this game, and they just couldn't shoot themselves and keep it in contention. So that's unfortunate. But another good game by Yusuf Nurkic. 18 boards as his return to health looks really promising. So I think there's some good things on tap for the Nuggets. Even though they're 1-2, you could actually see a situation where they could easily be 3-0. And hey, Toronto's a good team.
I know on November 1st, when it comes to the National Hockey League schedule, there is not such thing as a must-win game, and I don't even remotely mean to explain tonight's game that way for the Avalanche. However, I want to point this out. This is an Avs team that over the course of the last couple of seasons has traditionally started slow on the year. First 12, 15, 18 games on the season. Missing out on points that they probably should have. Being a little bit too slow in terms of the airplane trying to work its way up the runway and ultimately to take off. They need to be able to come out of the gate firing better than they have in years past. We saw that on the road trip that involved the state of Florida, where they came back from the 4 games with 4 points. Tonight, taking on Nashville, a team that right now is at the bottom of the division in terms of points. This is an opportunity to get a couple of points at home at the Pepsi Center to show that some of the pattern that this team has had historically is starting to change. So, Sean, I don't want to call it a must-win because I don't mean it that way, but this is one where if I'm going to feel good about where this team is going, what it has learned, what this core is capable of doing, these are 2 points that need to happen at home.
Yeah, when you talk about the way the Avalanche have played the last few seasons, they always seem to kind of assume that they'll be able to flip a switch and make it all up late in the season. You can't really do that. So being able to bank these now and get over on a good team like Nashville while they're down, these are important ways to get it off to a good start. Yeah. The Avalanche 4-3 to start the season. The 7 games they played in a month, the least in the NHL. So they're rested. This does seem like the kind of game you'd like to see them take. Maybe get November off to a good start, maybe get themselves near the top and bank those points that they can use when eventually the dry spells hit.
Varley will be between the pipes. Finally, one Broncos note for you. The trade deadline coming up this afternoon. So perhaps by the time you've watched this...
Lineman.
But perhaps by the time you've watched this, it has already come and gone. However, Sean's still hoping that they'll go for a lineman. I don't know. Don't ask me. I can't predict what John Elway's going to do. Do they need help? Yes, they need help. But are they willing to give up picks to be able to do it? Ultimately, that's for someone with a much bigger brain than me to decide.
Or me. Lineman. Go get one.
If they do or don't make a move, we'll be talking about it with you tomorrow morning on Mile High Sports Radio, 7 a.m. as Sean and I join you, AM 1340, FM 1047. Of course, all the coverage throughout the day on Twitter at 5280sportsnet and, of course, 5280sportsnetwork.com and milehighsports.com. For Sean, I'm Nate. See ya.